শুরু হয়ে গেছে না? Yes. I welcome see the people of this country who are making their journey to come to their own houses, and not only this but also other person who are staying different parts of this country and other people of the whole world. I would like to congratulate you on behalf of myself on the occasion of Holy Eidul Fitre. Especially I am going to make this thing for the students of this country, and common people of this country may also enjoy this thing properly befitting manner. Subject matter will be Eidul Fitre as well as Eidul Azah. What is Eidul Fitre? I have also especially consulted over this matter, but today I am going to tell something in this section through which it is possible on the part of the learners to understand this matter befitting manner by observing month of Ramzan, performing other activities and action, saying Tarawih prayer, doing other activities and action according to dictation of the Quran we are getting. The person who will offer their fitrah and would be able to enter into Idgah in order to say their Eid prayer. After this, that is the embrace, greeting, feeling, willing, emotion, thought, conception over the people. And the people who are staying in the remote and remotest is the part of this country as well as globally who are spreading, especially Muslim community. I would like to share my greetings with you all who are listening my voice through this recorded thing and thought and conception. Eidul Fitr especially can't teach us many things, can't teach us equality, fraternity, brotherhood, sisterhood, motherhood. Can't bring happiness for all classes of people in this way that we are getting. At Idgah, all classes of people are equal. And they say especially their prayer is together, high and low, low and high, poor and rich, rich and poor, educated, uneducated. All classes of people perform their task and action befitting manner in order to exchange this especially that is called their feeling, willing, emotion, thought, conception for each other or another. In each and that they perform their task and they return to their houses and they go to their relatives house. Some of them are seen to go to graveyard. Many people of this country they go to graveyard in order to perform especially that is called some amal as well as perform of justice especially that is called visiting. By visiting their nearest and dearest person they read Surah class Durud Sharif and they pray for the salvation of those person who are no more in this world. In this year I should share with you all who are listening my voice. So many people from Teknaf to Tutulia, other countries of the world accomplished their prayer that is called last Friday Jumatul Bida, probably it is in Arabic is a term, and in this and that is so many people who got chance and opportunity to perform this task. Next year is especially how many of them would be able to get chance except Allah none control. As we know it properly that 5 things had been kept or is kept in the hand of Allah, that we know: hayat, duration of life, maut, death, rizq, just food, etc. We are also just getting that is called wealth and iman. Allah knows is only who will go to grave with iman. Allah knows is special only when the death will come, except is Almighty Allah none control. This is called Eidul Fitr. I think all of you who are listening my voice can understand this thing befitting manner. I do believe one matter that you do not have any problem. Obviously, I would like to discuss as you are going to get another Eid after 2 months, 10 days. Throughout the whole world where Muslim community are surviving, they would be able to enjoy this particular Eid named Eidul Azah. Eidul Azah especially means sacrificial Eid. In this particular Eid, public is especially apart from their task and action befitting is the manner. What do they do? Especially that is called they sacrifice who are able. The person who are able to sacrifice, they are sacrificed on this day. Maybe wood, camel, dumba, maybe forfeited is a creature. And we cannot especially sacrifice, we are getting elephant, we cannot sacrifice horse, we cannot sacrifice a monkey or donkey, but we can sacrifice easily deer, D-E-E-R, deer. Third one might be, I do believe one matter that you have understood. Before purchasing the beast, it is especially told, according to justice dictation of Islam, that the beast is especially should be free from various kinds of defect of life, defect of especially the physical body and ear, nose, leg, everything whatnot. In this and that sacrifice especially means to dedicate this thing in the name of Allah, not to get social name and fame. Many years ago, it is not unknown to you that Hazrat Ibrahim was ordered. Allah tested his faith, whether he liked or loved his son or Almighty Allah. What kind of love he had is for Almighty Allah. Then in there, Ibrahim is obeyed the command. By obeying the command, of course, I should share with you all that he got the title Khalilullah and Habibullah. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was given the title Habibullah. Habibullah and Khalilullah, between the two titles, there are great difference. And in each and that, especially that skill, I would like to discuss this thing. You know it properly. So many people who are supposed to start their journey to Medina in order to accomplish their Hajj. Going there to see place, they will wear a white dress, and without showing this dress, only one part. After this and that, all of them will be bald-headed. I mean, hair will be cut off totally, completely. After this and that, they will perform their ritual action of Hajj coming to Arafat, where Adam al-Islam especially came and got forgiveness from the court of Almighty. As you noticed, one thing about especially this thing, of course, especially La ilaha illallahu Muhammadur Rasulullah, we cannot deny. Adam al-Islam is got forgiveness from the court of Almighty Allah on this very time or moment. Dear listener who are listening my voice here and there from far distance, I would like to share this thing, especially this sacrifice should be done in the name of Allah. But if any man or woman is interested to get social dignity, honor, respect, etc., his sacrifice will not be granted according to the dictation of Quran. First thing. Second thing is that is especially that is I do not discourage anyone to sacrifice, cow, buffalo, or other elephant, not elephant is but camel we are getting. But they should have, same mentality, same opinion. But if especially among them all, only one person or public buyer, purchaser, participator would have especially another is the mentality of person. If he would have especially mission and vision to eat is the cow beef or beef of camel or meat of camel or beef of camel or beef of buffalo or something like that, such kind of sacrifice is not wanted by Islam. We know properly Hazrat Ibrahim al-Islam is performed this sacrifice, we know, and in order to get is only one thing, that is called satisfaction of Allah. Similarly, justice, especially public of the world who are Muslim community, who are Muslim, they must sacrifice in order to get satisfaction of Allah, not to get a social reputation, not to come, especially that is called the cattle or the beast should not be printed in different papers for in the name of that is a purchaser or guy. Sometimes it is being shown, especially Mr. Omuk XYZ of Omuk district purchased especially this cow, biggest in size, more than a tiger, bigger than a tiger, biggest in size, and in exchange of 3 lakh or 4 lakh or 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, etc. This and that such kind of sacrifice, especially that is a person or old men who has vast disease, should not receive apart from this work. Of course, sacrifice especially will be done by a person that is called maybe a small god. What is competent is to be sacrificed, can perform this task, but not name and fame. Wish and intention, it is called in Arabic term is niyat. Niyat means especially a person should have intention what work is going to be accomplished by him, and wish and desire should be one to get certainty of Almighty Allah, not to get the certainty of especially that is called kith and kin relative or not to get satiety of especially public and people, not to get this popularity among the people, not to get especially that is called sympathy from the people, not to get especially that is called this and that from different kinds of people. It cannot be sacrificed. Sacrifice especially should be done by that particular people, by those particular people, mainly in the name of Almighty, to get satiety of Almighty Allah. Everybody met me, since especially Allah granted sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim al-Islam many years ago. Ismail al-Islam and Ibrahim al-Islam built Kaaba, both sons and daughter. It is known to us that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was or is and is descendant of we are getting Hazrat Ibrahim al-Islam is his son, and especially that we are getting Hazrat Ismail al-Islam, whose mother was vanished, of course and it is not unknown to us. In this and that way, especially I already completed this 8 movies, 8 especially that is called movies or 8 classes with the students of mine. Today I am consulting with you what is called Eidul Azah and Eidul Fitre. In a sentence I need to share with you all. Eidul Fitre means to especially that is called give fitra to the poor and pauper who are able to take it, or competent is to take special fitra, they must take, number 1. And Eidul Azah means to perform a sacrifice in the name of Allah. Islam does not give any pressure on any people. A man or woman who is able to perform this task would be able to participate, of course, in a sacrifice election. But a person especially who is not appropriate or able, economically able, should not perform this task. But even especially man, it is not especially accepted by Islam. A lame cow, a lame goat, a lame ox, a lame bullock, or one-eyed goat, one-eyed cow, one-eyed especially horse, not horse, one-eyed, you are getting deer, one-eyed cow, one-eyed buffalo should not be sacrificed. But especially that is called tailless cow, tailless T-A-I-L, tailless cow, tailless goat, tailless khasi, tailless especially that is called bata, tailless especially other creature which can be sacrificed should not be done. Lame and blind, especially beasts, should not be sacrificed, and especially if this particular sacrifice is not compulsory for all classes of people. The person who are able to perform this task, of course they can do, but if not, it is not compulsory for them. But a person who is able financially, if he does not sacrifice, of course, especially that it is not accepted by Islam. On the other hand, a rich man especially who can easily go to Makkah in order to perform his pilgrims, of course he should go. Obviously, we have noticed 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, 2012, more than 12 lakh people assembled at Arafat. They said labbaik, labbaik. Because of COVID-19, public of Bangladesh and other parts of the world were not permitted to go that country where Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born. It is a compulsory work for a wealthy person to go to, especially accomplish his pilgrims going that is the country. But the people who are poor and pauper, who are not able financially, it should not be done by them. And if they cannot go, of course they can especially serve their parents, they can especially distribute something, they can donate school, college, madrasa, they can donate to orphanage, they can donate especially where the madrasas students are reading, they can donate so many madrasas in this country. They can donate this special amount for making for Ojukhana of a mosque, for building the mosque, especially for building madrasa, for performing philanthropic task connection we are getting, and for the public service. If it is being done by them, of course they will get punna or sab. I do believe one matter is that you have understood me, dear students of Bangladesh. I would like to draw your kind attention. Of course, you should know how to deliver your speech. Tomorrow, we are going to celebrate our Eidul Azah throughout the whole country, Bangladesh, other parts of the world, of course, you know. So, I personally congratulate all the people of Bangladesh, including justice, especially India, not only these but also other parts of the world where Muslim community are staying or living. And I would like to just convey you all convey, congratulate you all from the core of my heart, and especially for the school. Convey my best wishes to your nearest and dearest person. Encourage student of you, encourage your sons and daughters to acquire fundamental knowledge in this language, by which it is possible on the part of them to cross border for gaining education. Honorable guardians, as well as especially the school honorable father and mother who are traveling today, who traveled yesterday, who will travel after it and before it, different places, who are staying here and there. Obviously, you may listen you can get to see my video. It is the 9th video. From the video of mine, you will be benefited. I believe. Share this thing with your sons and daughters. Share this thing with your kith and kin. Share this thing with your relative. Share this thing with your known person. Share this thing with your friends. Kith and kin, relatives, all classes of people and person can develop their quality. And especially to learn English is not haram or prohibited. And though our forefathers used to tell, don't learn English, to learn English means to become a Christian non-believer. Obviously, it is not correct. I cannot, especially we cannot accept this thing. On the other hand, Hindu community of our country and India, other places of the world, they learn to see this language wholeheartedly without any kinds of cares and confusion. But it is true that our forefathers used to tell to learn English is prohibited. It is a kind of language, of course, we cannot deny. There are many languages in this world, but all languages cannot be used especially for writing different items of book, different items of thought and conception. German is a country I should share with you all that they use their own language. They do not need to depend on the language of others. German is a country where teenagers of 18 years, teenagers, both especially female and male teenagers, are bound to just take military training so that they must not face any problems. We show sympathy for the Rohingya people. Bangladeshi government has taken a step for the betterment of their life, who have been settled at Bhashanchar in Noakhali. They are settled especially that school in this particular island from Coxbazar to this particular place where countless people are staying at prison. We show profound sympathy for the people who are especially that school suffering mass still now, who suffering mass different parts of the world, especially Ukraine, and we are getting other countries of the world who are suffering mass still now. Many people of the world, of course, they would not be able to enjoy the especially joy of it, or not getting lot of facilities. Many people who are fighting in different hospitals with death. Many patients are fighting in different hospitals of Bangladesh with death. Death is inevitable, what we cannot refuse or reject. It is sure that but they would not be able to go to Idgah. They would not be able to especially meet with their nearest and dearest person. We wish especially their complete recovery to the God of Almighty. On this particular day, as especially it is the last day of the holy month of Ramadan, on this day I pray to the God of Almighty for the salvation of those departed souls who are sleeping in different graveyards of Bangladesh, different graveyards of India, different graveyards of Spain, Japan, Norway, Korea, Australia, Brunei, different graveyards in this country. We are getting Jannatul Baki, Jannatul Mama, as well as other graveyards, especially Greater United Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We also pray to the God of Almighty Allah for the salvation of the departed soul who sacrificed their life at the battlefield of Karbala, who wanted to protect this especially Islam from the hand of Yazid. And I also just pray to the God of Almighty for those people and persons and who are sleeping different graveyards. I wish especially that school all round peace, prosperity, progress, happiness is among the children of this country. The children of other countries, they are innocent, and especially let them get education, proper education, appropriate education. Let them learn morality, honesty, purity, simplicity, magnanimity, humanity, cordiality, generosity. Let them learn how to justice, especially have feeling for each other, one another. Let them learn especially friendship, brotherhood, motherhood, sisterhood. Let them especially have sympathy. We are getting not antipathy but sympathy, especially kindness as well as to show sympathy for other. We do not dislike cruelty, we dislike atrocity, we dislike especially immoral action in the society. We dislike especially perverted task and action, and in the and that let us establish purest society, purest world, so that it is possible on the part of us to justice especially get it is special from the hand of punishment before his death, after death, at the day of his last judgment. Today I supplicate this to the court of Almighty Allah for that is a particular guy, Mr. Mohit, who was finance minister of Bangladesh, breathed his last month is the 13th April last month, and he had become his inhabitant of grave. However, I supplicate to the court of Almighty Allah for the salvation of his departed soul. I also pray to the court of Almighty Allah for the sake of especially the safety and salvation of departed soul who sacrificed their lives in the period of liberation and who are taking eternal rest in different graveyards of Bangladesh as well as other part. I especially pray to the court of Almighty Allah to get rid from different kinds of immoral action and activities, and especially to take preparation for the life of his grave where there is a beginning. There is a beginning, but there cannot have been his ending. I supplicate to the court of Almighty Allah to get special rid of sin and forgiveness from the court of Almighty Allah, the omnipotent, the omniscient, creator, master, protector, savior, supreme commander of the whole world. Allah created $18,000 makhlukat, we cannot deny. Only jinn and insan shall have to face judgment at the court of Almighty, we cannot deny. Almighty give us ability, capacity, sagacity, tendency, so that it is possible on the part of ourselves to perform our duty and responsibility. Give us ability, capacity, sagacity, so that we must not involve ourselves in any kinds of immoral task, perverted work and action. Give us ability, capability, sagacity, protect young generation of Bangladesh from the hand of immoral action, protect especially them from the virus of mobile. Countless students of this country who have become addicted to mobile, and hours together, months together, weeks together, they have been watching mobile and are watching mobile. And in this and that, they are damaging their future and they damage their career. They damage especially their future good activities and action. In this and that, may Allah protect us from obscene task and action. May Allah forgive us. Since it is the last Ramadan of our life, we don't know whether this time will come again for me or not. So, I would like to just congratulate all the members who will watch this video of mine, and I wish to just get your blessing so that it is possible on the part of myself to discharge my duty and responsibility for the betterment of student. Main view and intention is that to publish many videos to represent these videos in front of students, different kinds of learners, educated people, as well as especially the person who can understand this language. You can listen, you can get this idea from the discussion of mine. Let your sons and daughter get this especially idea, conception, ideology, philosophy, psychology, and about this Islam. Let them develop their characteristics and character. Let your sons and daughter read this especially the autobiography of Khalifa of Islam, Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Umar, Hazrat Usman, Hazrat Ali. Let the students of Bangladesh get opportunity to read his autobiography of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, as well as autobiographies of 1,24,000 Paygambars who came to this world. And especially let your sons and daughters acquire fundamental knowledge and conception. Let them acquire knowledge, perfect knowledge, especially through which it is possible on the part of ourselves to build this country befitting is the manner by which our young generation especially can establish themselves. They can travel in any country of the world, and they should have such kind of broad mentality, high quality, appreciated quality, through which it is possible on the part of them to reach their targeted goal. Almighty Allah, more than 20 lakh people will assemble this year at Arafat, and we do not know when our name will be granted to the court of Almighty, to the court of you, and to go that particular country. Almighty, before visiting the holy Raja Mubarak of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, do not send the angel of death to the door of us. Almighty Allah, be gracious on those persons who are no more in this world, who please Islam, who perform good task connection. Almighty Allah, we supplicate to the court of you who have already gone, leaving the world, the appearances whom we knew properly and perfectly, and with whom I used to talk, but many of them had already gone. Death does not have any age and time period, of course, Almighty Allah, forgive them, bestowed special mercy and blessing among the kith and kin who have already become inhabitants of grave, different graves of Bangladesh. Omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, creator, master, protector, saver, supreme commander of the whole world, the person who have already become inhabitant of different graveyards throughout the whole country Bangladesh, including Rangamati, Bandarban, Khagrasari, other justice special places of this country. Almighty, bestow a special mercy and blessing on their departed soul. Almighty Allah, for the sake of Holy Quran, this is the month, especially on this very month, the Holy Quran was revealed on Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Almighty Allah, give us ability, capacity, sagacity, and let the people of Ukraine, let the people of especially that is Iraq, Iran, let the people other countries of the world, Syria, the people of Syria are suffering is much. Pakistani tranquility is also prevailing, it is sure, and especially because of blasting is the bomb in a mosque, 50 people are killed. On that is the particular is the night we are getting, in this is the very month of Ramadan. Almighty, it is extremely sorrowful, shameful, painful is the matter for all humanity that especially man cannot get, any security going to mosque. This thing gives us a serious pain, Almighty. We have nothing to say against it. Your mighty power can be applied for this particular purpose so that Muslim community can be protected from various kinds of intrigue, machination, conspiracy, etc. throughout the whole world. Almighty, you know everything. Your mighty power cannot be compared with any power of the world. You know everything, this thing, that thing, that pros and cons, out and ins. Almighty Allah, we pray to the court of you again and frequently. Grant our prayer in such a way so that it is possible on the part of us to visit the holy Raja Mubarak of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imam Malik got opportunity to visit holy Raja Mubarak of you many times. And many especially people of this world who got opportunity to visit this especially holy Raja Mubarak for then 30 times, 40 times, 50 times, etc. And many of them who had already become inhabitant of grave. Almighty, before is making us totally innocent, don't send the angel of death to the doors of us. Make us totally innocent, like innocent, especially innocent is a child or boy or newborn child. Almighty, make us innocent in such a way so that it is possible on the part of ourselves to take preparation completely for the life of death. Almighty Allah, protect us from the punishment of death, protect us from the punishment of especially Pulsarat, protect us from the especially various kinds of punishment we are getting, that is called as near Kausar, and near the places of judgment we are getting. Your mighty power can be applied for the betterment of us. Almighty, protect Bangladesh from the conspiracy machination so that there must not have any kinds of bomb explosion in this country or gunfighting, bomb explosion, etc. All down people of this country, high and low, low and high, peace-loving people are surviving in Bangladesh. Almighty, I supplicate again and again so that especially our future generation should come in this world, having highest quality by being saint of Islam, by being especially so that it is possible on the part of themselves to acquire vast spiritual capacity, sagacity, tendency, through which it is possible on the part of themselves especially to come together at the Maidan of Hashar, where we will be able to come near Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Almighty Allah, be gracious on us, bestow special mercy and blessing on us, give us ability, capacity, sagacity, tendency, so that it is possible on the part of us to read through every day, and so that it is possible on the part of ourselves to get recommendation of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Give us such kind of competence. Without getting competency from the court of you, nothing is possible in mundane world. Omnipresent, omniscient, creator, master, protector, saver, supreme commander of the whole world, your mighty power is essential, without which nothing is possible in one mundane world. And if you do not give us scope and opportunity, facility, mentality, we cannot be pure-minded is one. Almighty Allah, this sin is what has been committed is by us, forgive us for the sake of the ending day of Ramadan. for the sake of the Holy Quran, for the sake of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, for the sake of 1,24,000 Paigambar, for the sake of especially countless saints, for the sake of Tahajjud Guzari, for the sake of those especially persons who passed to see their night by reading the Quran, performing Zikr Azgar, and especially gaining your mercy. Almighty, do not misguide us. If you misguide us, there is no any way on the part of us to get TTC from this particular action. Almighty Allah, give us ability, capacity, sagacity, mentality, through which it is possible on the part of ourselves to become a perfect person, perfect man, and brightest person, brightest man. Let the future generation should especially come having a vast spiritual capacity. Like Hazrat Abdul Qadir Jilani Rahmatullah, who knew 18 para Quran. And like other greatest saint of Islam is, as you know, Chittagong is the land of saints where 12 saints are sleeping. Almighty Allah bestowed a special mercy and blessing on the 12 saints of Chittagong. In greater especially district, Shahpur and Shahjalal, who are sleeping, Almighty bestowed a special mercy and blessing on the departed soul of Hazrat Shahjalal, Hazrat Shah Jalal, as well as especially his relative. We are getting Hazrat Shahpuran. Greater Sylhet district is especially we are getting them. In Greater Khulna district, we are getting Hazrat Khaja. We are especially that is called getting Hazrat Khaja Mandin Sisti Rahmatullah, not in especially that is called in this district Khulna. We are getting in our neighboring country. Hazrat Khanjan Ali Khan, we are getting in this country. This particular greatest saint of Islam who is sleeping with his disciple. Beside and moreover, Almighty, so many saints who are sleeping in different graveyards of this country bestowed special mercy and blessing on them for the sake of Durud, as especially we could not read today Durud, Almighty, for the sake of Durud. This our especially there is prayer to the court of you. Almighty Allah, if you do not forgive us, who will forgive us? If you do not bestow special mercy and blessing, who will bestow his special mercy and blessing on us? If you do not give us chance and opportunity to perform a good task and action, who will give us this opportunity? If you do not show your sympathy, kindness, mercy on us, who will show this thing? If you do not take necessary steps for us to become brighter and brightest one, who will give us this opportunity? If you do not give us scope and opportunity to perform our tahajjud prayer, who will that is called give us this opportunity? If you do not give us opportunity to read the Holy Quran, to have attraction especially for Durud, who will give us this attraction? Almighty Allah, and especially right side, left side, upward, downward, every nook and corner, pros and cons, everywhere we are getting and finding your especially that is called a marvelous world. You have decorated this marvelous world with men and women. You have decorated this marvelous world of person, especially so many brightest figures who are sleeping in different countries of the world. And Almighty, it is sure that this will be memory for our future generation. Give us ability, capacity, sagacity, tendency, so that it is possible on the part of us to take complete preparation for the life of grave. Almighty Allah, we cannot say so many things what we cannot represent, so many things what we that is called especially there is need in mundane world after our death, before our death. You know everything. Grant us instances so that it is possible on the part of ourselves to fulfill our target. Ya Rahmanu Rahim, we are getting meaning, especially the Creator who gives us everything before we wish. May Allah be gracious on us. May Allah bestow special mercy and blessing on the life partners of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah bestow special mercy and blessing on Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah bestow special mercy and blessing on countless saints of this world. May Allah be gracious on those martyrs who sacrificed their life at Karbala for protection of especially Islam. May Allah bestow special mercy and blessing special on those people and persons who sacrificed their life in the year of 1971. And may Allah be gracious on them, and so that it is possible on the part of them to perform their good activities and action. Almighty Allah, last and final, I supplicate to the court of you. So many persons taking risks, they are coming to their own houses by launch, by steamer, by cargo, by various kinds of vehicles, vessel and vehicles. Is Almighty Allah, reach them to their own houses so that they can meet with their nearest and dearest person. Having strongest faith in you, Almighty Allah, they started their journey from Dhaka, metropolitan city of this country, and they are coming their own houses in order to enjoy their Eid befitting manner and speech to meet with their dearest and nearest person. Almighty Allah, every year we notice one thing, so many people and persons who breathe their last, especially on the way to their houses, and before reaching their houses, their dead body reaches to their own houses. Protect human civilization from such kind of catastrophic activities and action. Almighty Allah, and especially give sense, common sense, proper sense, that is called strongest sense to those person who are driving and controlling of those vessel and vehicle. Give them its ability, capacity, sagacity, so that it is possible on the part of themselves to become a true Muslim, so that they must not be addicted to forbidden things like alcohol, champagnes, or drugs, which is especially harmful for the brain of humanity. And young generation of this country especially are engaged in different kinds of ugly activities and action. Almighty Allah protect us and protect us, especially protect us from the hand of punishment, protect us from the hand of various kinds of punishment, protect us especially from the burning fire, of course we are getting, and protect us from various kinds of danger. Give us ability, capacity, sagacity, so that it is possible on the part of us to follow the path of Islam, so that it is possible on the part of us to get chance and opportunity to meet with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the day of Last Judgment. Grant us in such a so that it is possible on the part of us to be lucky one to get his recommendation of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.